Paul, I would like you to call you up to introduce yourself as well. So thanks very much for coming along today and springing this on you. Hopefully you've got a few words.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Morella, for inviting me to speak. Before I forget, I would just like to, Tony was saying about hyperbaric chamber. Hopefully Morella's not listening. I had a bit of an accident a few years ago, which getting emotional. Put Erica through it a bit. But part of my recovery process was hyperbaric chamber. I have a pin in my leg now because I broke my femur. And part of my recovery program, which I did myself, was a hyperbaric chamber. Also followed up by laser therapy, which basically got me back on a bike in 4 months. So there we go. Right, back to pleasure. My name is Paul Eldon and I'm an insurance loss assessor for my sins. You may not know what that is. You may have heard the term loss adjuster previously, okay? So my function is, if you are unfortunate enough to have an insurance claim for your home or business, that's a fire, flood, theft, impact, or sometimes a liability claim, you get me in. My function is I act on the behalf of the policyholder and make sure the insurance company pay you all that you're entitled to under the terms of the policy. Because surprisingly, and this may shock people, insurance companies don't like paying money. I know. And I always say to my clients when they are saying to me, why are the insurance company arguing? And I say, you don't expect to have pay your premium and have your claim paid, do you? Most insurers would like to have a non-claims clause in their policy. Whatever you want to claim for, you're not covered for. So, as I said, my function is people get me in and I represent them and make sure the insurance company pays all that they do. Been doing it for a long time. I had hair when I first started. I deal with all sorts of claims. At the moment, we're dealing with a claim for a gymnasium that's had a fire. Also dealing with a company that imports wheelchairs from China, and they have lithium batteries. And I'm sure, looking around the room, everybody's worked out the lithium batteries caught fire. We also deal with claims for householders for escape of water. Fortunately, we have a client at the moment who is not with a very good insurer. Client asked why they're arguing, and I said, well, you've paid £300 for the year and you've got £1 million worth of building cover and £75,000 worth of contents cover. If you do the maths, you can see that their insurer is going to argue. They came back from a very nice holiday and unfortunately found that they had a river running through their house from 2 burst pipes due to the bad weather. So that's what I do. What I would suggest that everybody does, and this may sound is probably the most boring thing you can do, when you get home, get your insurance policies out. Read them, especially the statement of fact, and make sure that you are insured for what you think you are insured for. Because if it's not right, if the insurance company can find wriggle room, they're going to wriggle. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity of speaking. Sorry for the emotional bit.